against Juicy Joe, it's not gonna happen, bro. It's long for man most of the time. The way his offense is structured is just so potent, so deadly, it's gonna be tough. But of course, Angry Bird, one of the greatest in the world, and he is looking in prime form. Let's get into this. Juicy Joe, reject Angry Bird. Game 1.
Fireball started off. There's a stand roundhouse already counter.
Yeah, showing out, ooh, and then just trying to get the bigger damage. Not even committing to the full drive gauge. Cancel.
No. And there's that perfect parry, something that Angry Bird is so good at. Getting punished from the OD Ghost to the OD Ghost.
Yeah, after his loss to Kakaru at Gamer's Aid, Angry Bird put up a video. Oh my goodness. The whiff, he knew he would try to take advantage of it, so he just bust out with the ODDP. But he has labbed against JP for hours upon hours.
Man, and this is where the matchup changes, right? At this spacing range, especially when you're in the corner against Angry Bird, against Ken. The defensive reads you have to make to get out of the corner is so difficult.
Man, whiff parry into the ODDP. We are spicy in round 1. Establishing, like you mentioned, that roundhouse range is going to be big for Ken. Yeah, step kick is also an option, right?
Yep. He was negative on block, but was caught pressing, got counter hit.
And now this is where it's going to be tough for Angry Bird. Already, oh my bad. I'm sorry, I forgot what we were dealing with right here.
Yeah, he heard you say that. He's like, watch this real quick. I'm going to do a full screen drive rush,
and I love, medium kick. Yeah, I love the stand medium kick too, because it gets a little bit of offensive momentum forward. Juicy Joe, very disciplined right there, not teching on that bait attempt.
We're not going to go into level 3. Doesn't want to spend the meter yet. We do teleport, and it does connect.
Saw the start with a fireball. Angry Bird, I believe, wanted a DP right there, but because the teleport went on the other side, the execution got kind of mixed up. Ended up getting the startup of a fireball, which gets completely stuffed.
Yeah, I wonder if he's going to, a lot of players have been doing that neutral jump to counter the teleport through the portal, right? So
yes,
that might be an option that Angry Bird decides to implement later on.
Run forward stop, interesting. Yeah, let's try. Even off of the plus frames right there, still not afraid to get the reversal crouch medium kick out. That could have been dangerous for Angry Bird.
Oh, two spikes is going to catch the neutral jump, sending him full screen again.
Well, the sweep attempt, yeah, I was going to say, even with the drive rush from that distance, it's still going to be punishable. And Angry Bird burnt out.
Okay, can he block this?
Oh, gets the low after initially blocking that first jump in. Juicy Joe, big reward, and Angry Bird still got a whole lot of burnout to work through. Oh, but he finds the run Dragon Lash. Pick this spot perfectly. You best believe CA's coming out. That's going to pause Juicy Joe's meter and allow Angry Bird to get that government bailout. Shout out Logan Sama.
Uh-oh, this is kind of where Angry Bird's going to shine, right? He has him in the corner. He has no bar.
Ooh-wee, and just like that in a match where it looked like Juicy Joe was going to be able to take Angry Bird in an instant, steals it right back.
The run Dragon Lash is where everything changed. The punish counter into the level 3 that put Juicy Joe in such a bad position because he had no meter. He was going to get burnt out. He had no super. And now you're in the corner against Angry Bird, who is fully stocked on drive bar.
And Angry Bird outspacing that stand medium kick perfectly right there to get the whiff punish. Just knowing the type of tendencies that the JP players have, knowing that the buttons, which buttons are going to come out in which instances. He's just been studying the tapes for a long time, man.
Yeah, man, and it's so cheeky to do a run Dragon Lash because, you know, you see the run coming at you, you want to press a normal to stop it, and then you get clipped by the Dragon Lash.
Yeah, that's the thing, right, is that you have to be a little bit careful about what button to press. A lot of the crouching buttons might get low crushed on the way in by the run Dragon Lash, so definitely have to pick something that's a bit more standing with a higher hitbox.
Nice check from Juicy Joe, getting the counter hit, but the target combo is going to put him back mid-screen. Juicy Joe responds. Nice conversion off the light.
Angry Bird just trying to bulldog his way in, right? You got to get that CQC going in the close quarters combat. He was looking to do that as much as possible, but Juicy Joe was ready. He wasn't overcommitting to anything that could catch him slipping. Beautiful way to out-prioritize his fireball right there as well, reacting to it with the OD of his own.
Juicy Joe slowly burning down Angry Bird, but is able to find the connect with the drive rush target combo.
I love that right there. Angry Bird getting in the drive rush crouch medium kick, knowing Juicy Joe likes the backdash after that sequence.
Perfect parry. -2 situation, couldn't get the punish, does get perfect parry.
Establish here, Juicy Joe. We haven't seen many OD amnesia yet. Just hold it down back. Oh, and Juicy Joe knew. That's exactly what you're gonna do. All right, that's fine with me. Let the spike come out, the overhead to follow. And the thing is, too, Juicy Joe timed that drive rush really well, because I think in an instance like that, right, where you're sitting waiting for the spike, you're gonna try to parry the spike. But the screen freeze from the drive rush can mess up and eat your drive input. So because of that, I think Angry Bird's parry input might have got E in there, so no parry to protect yourself, and he had to actually block the overhead, which was not blocked in the end.
Nope, he was not ready. That was the first drive rush overhead we got to see from Juicy Joe. Dumped out all his meter, was able to catch in the second game, making it even 1-1.
My goodness, he's put it on the plus frames, as we talked about earlier. Angry Bird showed that he was willing to press crouch medium kick after that, and Joe has been establishing a new adjustment.
We're getting caught pressing right now. There's a lot of counter hits going on.
Angry Bird, he's willing to slug it out right there, right? He embraced the scramble and it paid off.
Caught him holding up.
Yeah, just taking the low combo, trying to catch him pressing back right there.
What a check. Oh, reset into the DI, gets the wall splat.
That is the Angry Bird special right there. Crouch medium kick into DI. Oh, and the OD amnesia finally comes out. Thwarted the very first time.
Unfortunately is red though, so Angry Bird with the punish.
Oh, there we go. Gets it off of that pressure. Now we'll see if he starts upping the frequency.
Yeah, nice usage of it just to escape the corner, but what a whiff punish coming from Angry Bird.
That's a recognition from Juicy Joe right there, knowing Angry Bird was looking for the back throw to put him in the corner after that empty jump. Super strong tech.
Nice check on the drive rushes. Juicy Joe starting to recognize when Angry Bird wants to come in with the drive rush, gets jumped in on.
Oh my goodness, and he can get the kill here if he wants to spin the meter, but he does not. Wants to save the resources for a potential round 3. But you gotta get there first, man. That could cost them. The step kick is too close and punished outright, so Juicy Joe's investment pays off.
Taking it to the final round, both sitting on 3 bars.
So after that drive rush, he's still not plus. After the drive rush, crouch medium kick.
Step kick, roundhouse. Okay, all these heavies are starting to get checked. Again, gets caught by the cross-up jump from the portal.
Snap it, and yeah, that drive rush stand medium kick is the quickest way Ken can get across the screen out of a drive rush.
Yeah, unfortunately didn't get the conversion though. Juicy Joe's gonna set Angry Bird full screen again. Teleports in, he's going aggressive, activates the level 2.
All right, no, after the target comment is throws him out of the parry, and then he gets a full combo off that. Oh, and then dodges the wake up ODDP. Stylish way to bait it out.
What a read on the wake up ODDP coming from Angry Bird. Juicy Joe looking at match point.
My bad, I forgot the crouch medium kick drive rush is +1 on block, my mistake.
Nice punish from the perfect parry into DI, okay? Meaty as hell. No bite from Juicy Joe. Nice and patient. Trading, okay. Jump out, doesn't get the anti-air.
Yeah, you saw him try to inch forward to get the proper crosscut DP, but it was still at a really tough spot for it to come out.
This time it is gonna connect with the ODDP. Drive rush sweep as a counter, okay. Throw takes the game. Takes the round, not the game.
Show it, he has some gusto right there with the drive rush.
A drive rush sweep, interesting choice.
Yeah, he's really recognized Juicy Joe has prioritized certain ranges. Most likely thought he was gonna try to backdash or at least walk back. A lot of the time when people see drive rushes come out of them, they're just trying to walk out of range to get themselves the most distance possible. That's why they get clipped by lows a lot.
There's a perfect parry, nice on the step kick. Filling up the portals. Throwing out, faking out some ghosts just to see if Angry Bird will perfect parry it into the punish.
Establishing this corner game. Ooh, the tap parry, not recognized in time, but Angry Bird looking like a stand fierce merchant right there. Was just staying at that space, looking for Juicy Joe to whiff something, found exactly what he was looking for.
It was so active. There was 3 stand fierces in a row, and eventually one of them connected.
I'm telling you, he was a merchant right there. He said, I'm farming this button. I know as long as it connects, this man is dead.
And when you're just seeing the stand fierces whiff in front of your face, you're so tempted to like press a button to stop it, to whiff punish it. And unfortunately, it was so active. The third one was able to get the punish counter.
Exactly. And yeah, I mean, Kengan could just kind of abuse that range, right? And then you're blocking them, and you see your drive gauge getting chipped down as well, right? They're heavy buttons, so you're just getting shaved down on the drive gauge. Your resources are whittling down, and it's tough. You know that you're going to have to get active, and ANGRYBIRD knows it too.
And we're into the last game for both players here to establish who's going to make it to the top 8 winners.
I love that. JUICYJOE has been really on point with those plus frames and then the stand medium kick to catch ANGRYBIRD trying to get the crouch medium kick reversal, but punishing the streak outright.
Yeah, so consistent on getting the perfect parry on the OD Ghost into the punish. Right, perfect parry again.
After the Jinrai right there, new Juicy would be looking to turn his turn back.
What a check from JUICYJOE with the crouch strong there.
Yeah, ANGRYBIRD was trying to base something out. Wow, was that cross-up? I think that was a cross-up spike right there due to the jump timing. Tried the sweep that time. He's going to get a full combo off that because the spike was there. It takes the round.
Imagine getting your sweep blocked and losing 20% of your health for that.
Yeah, usually you just get knocked down, you know? You don't lose the round outright.
There's a drive rush through the Ghost with the stand medium kick. Okay, ANGRYBIRD having JUICYJOE in the corner. OD Amnesia.
Get in the back throw, JUICYJOE. He's got 2 bars as well.
Plus frames from the portal with the Ghost.
Jumps out, but yeah, neutral jump gonna be covered by ANGRYBIRd in an instant. Again, covering himself from the back throw. JUICYJOE has been so smart about that.
Wake up ODP, burning himself out against JUICYJOE.
Yeah, and being burnt out up against JP is never where you want to be. Oh, and he does open him up on the cross-up jump. Oh, and the overhead reset. JUICYJOE with that will take the game and set over ANGRYBIRD.